Hello, first grade families. My name is Mrs. Crescent, and we have some exciting things going on in first grade. So, your student is going to be tasked with mastering their first grade course mastery program. So, this is gonna be a video helping you know how to navigate that program and how you can support your child at home with that. So, your student is going to log in, and they're actually going to log in with Google. So your student will be shown how to do that in class, and they will be coming home with their username and password as well. So when your student logs in, they can go to courses and first grade. So you can see I have a percentage there because I've been working on mine, but a percentage will always pop up there, and that shows you how far your student is progressing so far in first grade. And it's obviously going to be very low at first, but our goal is for your student to reach 2,800 points by the end of the school year. So we are into second quarter, which is okay. Our first grade friends really need to get a start of learning their mathematical knowledge before we want to put them on a computer program like this. So our first grade teachers have an awesome challenge planned for our first grade friends that we are starting this week. So our goal is to get the entire grade level of first grade at 1,500 out of 1,500 mastery points in addition and subtraction. All of first and second quarter so far, we've been working really hard in addition and subtraction. So we're really confident that our students can do that. And if every single student in first grade is able to do this, the teachers have a really great whole class reward planned for the grade level. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. So if I click into addition and subtraction, we are going to see it broken down into different sub-concepts. So relating addition and subtraction to each other. So if I were to click in here, now you can see I've mastered this component. I've gotten 100 out of 100 points so far. So my little barometer is filled all the way up. But if I didn't, I would go in here and there's 7 questions, and it should take me only about anywhere between 7 and 11 minutes. So that's kind of nice as a parent to gauge, especially for our first grade friends. We really don't want to be having them spend too much time on the computer, and we also don't want to have them overwhelmed with, too much math time either. So our advice as for our challenge coming up is we would like our students to grow 400 points a week. So 400 points a week. Now, some of that they will have some time in class. So hopefully they will have grown 100, maybe 200 points during the week in class, but then that would leave 200 points or possibly 300 points for your student to grow at home over the course of the week. But really, this is really quite manageable to do at home because as we just saw, one of these, we would need to do 3 a week. So if for your family, it would work out well to do all 3 in one night, that is fine. Or if you need to break it up and do one night and 2 on the weekend. However, we're leaving that part up to you. But as a parent, keeping an eye on growing that progress around 400 points a week until they reach 1,500 points. And again, our goal is to have all of our first grade friends at 1,500 points by winter break. If this is review for your student and you feel like they are really very solid in addition and subtraction, they don't have to go one by one and answer all 7 of those questions. They could come down here and start the quiz. And you can see based on how they do, they could gain 400 points just in one quiz. So if they take this quiz, it's only 5 questions, but it might take them a little bit longer, 9 to 12 minutes. So let's take a look at what that quiz might look like. So here, 5 minus 2 is equal to 3, and understanding that 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. Okay, so let's say we got this one wrong. So if we got this one wrong, it will still pop up how we can look at, so as parents, sometimes I know we struggle sometimes in knowing, well, how would the teacher explain this? These videos show exactly how our teachers are explaining these concepts, which can be really helpful for students. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what the quiz looks like. And then when you come down, and again, it'll pop up these barometers to let you know how's your student doing these categories. So you can check in on that as they're working on it. And then you can see here I have a lot of work to do. So I can either go in and work on these questions right here and get my points to go up here, or I can come down again and do the quiz, and that'll cover all the concepts above. Now, if you feel like your student is very strong in all of this, you can actually come all the way down to the bottom and take the unit test. Now, the unit test is a little bit longer. It's 13 questions and would then, of course, take you a little bit longer to do. If your student were to get every single one right in their unit test, they would still need to take approximately 2 or 3 unit tests to pass the entire unit. My son is a first grader, and he took 2 unit tests and was able to get them all correct with my coaching, and he completely passed out of that in 2 unit tests. So I do sit down and work with my son. Again, him and I, we just do one. Every time that we're able to sit down, we only do one of these. That's just what works best for us. He's actually always really excited about it. So sometimes he can convince me to do one more, or do a quiz or something of that nature to get more practice. Also, your teacher will be sending home another video for how your student can download a text reader. So if a student highlights words, there is a Chrome web extension that will read the words to them, because we know sometimes our first grade friends, their math skills can be very good, but sometimes the reading hasn't quite caught up yet. So that's a great feature too for your student to use to help them in their Khan Academy progress. So again, your student, once they log in, are going to go to courses, first grade. And our first goal, we're not going to hit place value yet. If you guys get through this and then want to cycle back and work on the mastery points at a place value, that is awesome. And we know we have a lot of first grade friends that are really excited about it. If your first grade friend gets through all of this work, we highly encourage you then to go on and start your second grade mastery course challenge and work through that. So a lot of our first grade friends have shown that they're able to progress through pretty quickly. So we're really excited for this program for all of our students, no matter what pace or level they need to work at. This will be a great resource for them to continue working. Okay, so really excited to see if our first grade friends can meet our challenge before winter break of getting to 1,500 out of 1,500 points. And parents, just know we so much appreciate your effort at home and taking time, 2-3 times a week to work with your child on Khan Academy. Thank you.